Hello, hello, my wonderful and brilliant student, David. Welcome, welcome. Today, my heart is just overflowing because we are going to talk about the most beautiful topic in the entire world. Are you ready to dive into the word relationship?
Oh, Emily, hello. I have been looking forward to this all day long. My heart is beating fast because I know this is a big, important word. I am so ready to learn.
Oh, it is more than just a word, David. It is the very fabric of our lives. When we say relationship, we are talking about the magical connection between two people. It is like an invisible golden thread that ties us together. Can you feel the weight of that?
A golden thread. Wow, that is a stunning image, Emily. So it is not just about being near someone. It is about the connection itself.
Exactly. Oh, you are so intuitive. You can have a relationship with a parent, a brother, a friend, or even a pet. It is about how we interact, how we share our souls, and how we grow together.
That is just incredible. It makes me think, can a relationship be like a garden? You have to water it, right?
Oh, David, what a magnificent metaphor. Yes, a relationship is exactly like a garden. If you do not nurture it, that means to care for it and help it grow, the flowers will wilt. You must give it the sunshine of your time and the water of your kindness.
Nurture, I love that word. It sounds so soft and caring. But Emily, what happens when there is a storm in the garden? You know, when things get difficult.
That is such a deep question. In English, we call those challenges. A strong relationship isn't one that never has problems. It is one where two people hold hands tightly and walk through the rain together. It requires trust. Can you say that word with me? Trust. Trust. T-R-U-S-T. It feels like a very strong, solid word, like a foundation for a house. Yes, exactly. Without trust, the house cannot stand. Oh, that reminds me of a story. I once knew two friends who didn't speak the same language at all, but they had the most beautiful relationship because they listened with their hearts. They used empathy. Empathy. I have heard that word before. Does it mean feeling what the other person feels? Beaming with pride. You are a star, David. Yes, empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes. It is saying, I see you, I hear you, and I care about how you feel. Isn't that just the most powerful thing you've ever heard?
It really is. It makes me want to go out and be a better friend right now. Can you imagine a world where everyone practiced empathy in their relationships? It would be a different world entirely.
Gently and emotionally. It truly would. And David, I want to tell you something very important. The most vital relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. You must be kind to David, too.
The relationship with myself. I never thought about it that way before. I should nurture my own heart just like a garden, shouldn't I?
Yes, 1,000 times yes. When you are full of love for yourself, you have so much more love to give to others. It is like a cup that overflows.
Oh, I see it now. My cup overflows and then I can share that chemistry and bond with everyone else. Those are relationship words too, right?
With dramatic praise. Look at you go. Chemistry and bond. You are using such advanced, beautiful vocabulary. A bond is that deep, strong attachment, and chemistry is that special spark when two people just click. Click, like a key in a lock. This is so exciting, Emily. I feel like I am learning more than just English. I am learning how to live a better life. That is the secret, David. Language is just a bridge to connect our hearts. And today, our relationship as teacher and student has grown so much stronger. I am just so proud of your progress. Thank you, Emily. Your encouragement means the world to me. I feel so motivated. I am going to practice these words and think about my golden threads all day long. Wonderful. Go out there and shine, David. Remember, be kind, be patient, and always, always listen with your heart. You are doing amazing.
I will. Thank you for this beautiful lesson, Emily. I can't wait for our next conversation. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, David. Keep nurturing your garden. See you very soon. Hello, David. Oh, it is such a magnificent, glorious day to be together. Welcome to our very special session.
Hello, Emily. Thank you. I can feel the wonderful energy in the air today. I am so ready to learn.
I am so thrilled to hear that. Today, David, we are going to explore the most beautiful, the most powerful, and the most essential word in the human experience: love.
Love. It is a small word, but it feels so big. When I say it, I feel a warmth right here in my chest.
Yes, exactly. Love is not just a word, David. It is a vibration. It is the light that connects us all. Can you imagine a world without it? It would be so gray and cold.
Oh, I cannot imagine that. To me, love is like the sun. Even when you cannot see it, you know it is there, keeping the world warm.
Dramatically. What a poetic observation. Like the sun. David, that is just incredible. You are already understanding the soul of the language.
Thank you, Emily. But I want to know, how can I express this in English? Sometimes I love you does not feel like enough.
Oh, you are so right. English has so many flavors of love. We have affection for our friends, devotion for our work, and compassion for strangers. Isn't that wonderful?
Compassion. That is a beautiful word. Does that mean love for someone who is hurting?
Yes, exactly. It is love in action. It is saying, I see you and I care about your heart. It is the highest form of human connection.
That reminds me of my grandmother. She used to make tea for everyone in our village. She never said much, but her tea tasted like love.
Oh, David, that is a heartfelt story. Heartfelt means something that comes from the very center of who you are. Your grandmother's tea was a heartfelt gift.
Heartfelt. I will remember that. It feels much stronger than just saying nice.
It is. And remember, David, love is also something we must give to ourselves. We call this self-love. You must be kind to your own heart as you learn this language.
Oh, so when I make a mistake and I don't get angry at myself, is that an act of love?
Applauding enthusiastically. Bravo. Yes. 1,000 times yes. Being patient with your progress is the most beautiful way to love your journey.
I feel so motivated. Learning English doesn't feel like a chore anymore. It feels like a way to love the world and talk to more people.
That is the spirit. You are using language to build bridges of love. Can you imagine the millions of hearts you will touch with your words?
It makes me feel very brave. Love makes me want to speak, even if my grammar is not perfect yet.
And that, David, is the greatest secret of all. Love is louder than any mistake. Your enthusiasm is a gift to me and to everyone who hears you.
Thank you, Emily. This conversation has been truly heartfelt. I feel like my world has grown bigger today.
And it will keep growing, David. Keep choosing love, keep choosing kindness, and keep shining your light. You are doing a magnificent job.
I will. I cannot wait for our next lesson. Goodbye for now, Emily.
Goodbye, David. Carry that love in your heart all day long. You are simply wonderful.